Well, we are here for the round of 16 match number 7. We've now navigated to the final and lower right-hand quadrant, where it's that team. They've become World Cup stalwarts. Sweden take on the Netherlands. Well, for Sweden, they, like we said, have become World Cup stalwarts at this point, juggernauts if you will. They have made 4 semifinals, 2 World Cup finals, but it must be said that both of those World Cup finals were nightmare scenarios for Sweden. The first World Cup final for Sweden ended in a 9-0 drubbing at the hands of the brilliant Hungary team in 1938. And then just 2 years ago, Spain thought they were going to undo the nightmare of 12 years prior. They had a 4-1 halftime lead, a one-man advantage. And somehow the 10 men of Spain went on a 6-goal rampage in the second half, resulting in a 7-4 win and an embarrassment, another World Cup final nightmare for Sweden. The fact remains the same that they are World Cup juggernauts, and they take on the Netherlands, who are only in their second ever World Cup. Now, their first ever World Cup in Italy of 1934, they did reach the quarterfinals. And take a wild guess who defeated them 1-0 in the quarterfinal. That's right, it was Sweden in a very good game. Sweden got the goal from Captain Niels Rosen in the second half, a long-range strike. They moved on to their first ever semi-final at the time. And the Dutch have been dormant since, but they're back. They feel, perhaps not defensively, but elsewhere on the team, they have a team that could spring a surprise. They are the underdogs in this match, but they feel they can compete with the likes of Sweden. Sweden are the favorites. You see the kits there for Sweden. They are in the yellow and blue. And for the orange, they are actually wearing light blue today. They are not in their orange. Kalle Svensson, again, one of the better goalkeepers in the world. Still only 27, wearing his brown kit. And Piet Klak is the goalkeeper for Netherlands. Not a bad goalkeeper in his own right. He's wearing the black kit for the Netherlands. Well, the football we are using today is sponsored by EA Sports. And we are in Sheffield at Hillsborough. What a location for this World Cup round of 16 fixture. We now go to the team sheets, where there's a bit of surprise for Sweden. In that, yes, the Gre-No-Li is still on the roster. Yes, they're all north of 30 years old. But in perhaps a somewhat surprising move, Atalanta of Serie A's Hasse Jepsen is preferred at the central striker position over AC Milan's Gunnar Nordahl. Kalle Svensson in goal. Knut Nordahl, Lennart Samuelsson, and Erik Nilsson. A very good defense for Sweden. Niels Liotholm, the knee of the Gre-No-Li, and Sune Andersson in the midfield. Gunnar Grand, Henry Karlsson are the supporting strikers. Egon Janssen, Leonard Skoglund are the wingers, and the aforementioned Hasse Jepsen is the striker. Notable players on the bench include Gunnar Nordahl, of course, Nils-Åke Sandell, Bror Melberg, Gustav Sandberg, Gustav Lövgren. Well, for the Netherlands, the aforementioned Piet Krak is in goal. He's a decent goalkeeper in his own right. Frans Tabak, Rinus Terlo, Joep Odenthal, and Pierre Krom are the defenders. The holding midfielder is Klaas Luchtert. Bram Appel, very good player, and Loek Biesbroek are the central midfielders. And the attacking midfielder, Kees Rijves. He's in the lineup. All eyes are on him. He's considered one of the better players for Netherlands. The Saint-Étienne man. And then the two-star men. Up front. Faas, Wilkes of Inter Milan. And Abe Lenstra of Heerenveen. Lenstra is given the captain's armband. Now move to Hillsborough, where the teams are coming out to the field. Oh, look at this, Hillsborough and Sheffield. The sky might be gray, but the interior is very blue. In this massive round of 16 fixture. Like it was mentioned before, these two teams did meet in the quarterfinals of 1934. Sweden running away 1-0 winners. They are the favorites, but the Dutch feel they can spring a surprise. And when you have Kees Rijves, Faas Wilkes, and Abe Lenstra, three of the world's best players, you have more than a chance. We check the match conditions here. The conditions look good. The audio is set. The cameras are angled. And Hasse Jepsen has kicked off here in Hillsborough, where Sweden begin their campaign. And Piet Krak had to make a low diving save early. Cut inside. I didn't know who it was. Low shot dragged across. And Piet Krak with a good diving save. And then cleared by the Dutch defense. Egon Janssen back in. It's a corner. Heavy pressure. Sune Anderson to deliver. Oh! Not sure what happened there. It was put in the mixer. Players flinging their bodies at it. And Piet Krak came right out. And he had to make the save. Sweden with Skoglund now. Samuelsson crossing the header. Henry Karlsson was onside. Beyond the line of God. It is a fast start for Sweden. They are not pulling punches here. And Piet Krak had to be off his line. Sweden come again. Boy, they look like a renewed team full of vibrant energy. Rivers up to Faas Wilkes. Wilkes. Bram Appel. The Stade Rijn man. He plays in France. He's considered one of their better players. It's not a pushover Dutch team by any means. But the Swedes are going for it. Hasse Jensen heads it just over the bar. Sweden are throwing everything at this one right now. Jepsen. Karlsson. The Atletico Madrid star man. Skoglund. Karlsson pushing 36 years old, but still playing at a high level. Oh, and it's over the bar this time. Gunnar Gren. The Dutch have got to sort themselves out. They have come out on the back foot. No questions asked about that. Lugthar. There's Abbe Lenstra. Rivers searching out a cross. Wilkes! Out of nowhere! Faas Wilkes! The Inter Milan man! Slipped in, I believe, by Lenstra. And cushioned over Kalle Svensson. And the Dutch, with a bolt literally out of the light blue. On the swivel, I think it was Wilkes. We're going to have to check at halftime. Lenstra, excuse me. Touched it in. And Faas Wilkes with one touch. And a strike that curled over Kalle Svensson. And cushioned into the Hillsborough net. And on 11 minutes, it's a shock lead. But is it really? More so because Sweden was doing all of the attacking and firing blank after blank, which Faas Wilkes cushioned in the net. Biesbroek. There's Bram Appel. Lugthart. Anderson with good cleanup work, and the Swedes clear. Are we seeing maybe the first upset of the tournament? And it is considered an upset, but this Dutch team is very good. Skoglund. To the corner he goes. He'll win a throw. And the Swedes are being put on high alert right now. Egon Janssen out wide. Egon Janssen wins the corner. Janssen to deliver the corner in the Dutch clear. There were concerns about the Dutch defense going in. Leeltholm, scorer of a wonderful free kick in the World Cup final 2 years ago. Off the underside of the bar, and Hasse Jensen heads just wide. Brilliant in-swinging ball in. Jensen touches it past the diving Piet Krak, but it bounces inches wide of the goal. And with Gunnar Nordahl on the bench, you just wonder if the Swedes are going to turn to him or if Hasse Jensen can get his shooting boots on. Piet Krak clears up the field. 1-0 to the Dutch. Faas Wilkes of Inter Milan, rumored to be moving to Torino after the tournament. But still a fantastic player. Rivers, Bram Appel, the Stade Rijn man. Kees Rivers! Biesbroek will take the corner and swings it. Rivers now chases it down. Pierre Kram. And the Swedes clear. Nordahl. Good switch to Leodol. There's Henry Carlson, the Atletico Madrid man. Terrible decision. Given away. But the Swedes recover. Jepsen. Oh, couldn't string some passes. And the Dutch have the possession right now, but they give it away. Foul given in favor of the Swedes. Flicked forward. Sune Anderson. Chance for Sweden! Niels Liltholm on his weak foot. Puts it just wide. He had Piet Krak at his mercy. Liltholm. Another strike wide of the near post. And Sweden are hitting everything but the net. And on a half hour, the Dutch have been able to hold on to their 1-0 lead. What a first half this is. Skoglund! And that's off the flag for a corner. Sune Anderson to deliver. Chased down, Sune Anderson delivers again. And Hasse Jepsen just cannot find the target. Carlson, great ball to Skoglund. The cross. Sweden all over the Dutch, but the Dutch have the lead with the Faas Wilkes goal on the break. As they look to reach their second ever quarterfinal in their second ever World Cup. Teba. Sweden counter. Hasse Jepsen, good defensive striker work there. Rivers, he is the playmaker. Jesbroek. Luther. Appel. Wilkes. That's a foul. Abe Lenstra. Oh, he went for the delivery. And Faas Wilkes headed it well over the bar. Still an opportunity. And here's Abe Lenstra. Abe Lenstra. Could not get by the two men, and it rolled into the hands of Kalle Svensson. Sweden find an equalizer here in the first half. 7 minutes remain. The Dutch clear for a throw. Smart decision. And then up the field they go, but it's recovered by Liltholm. Knut Nordahl. Chipped in. Chance for Sweden. Skoglund. Down he goes. Anderson will take the free kick, but it's headed away. The Dutch have been defending bravely on the set pieces. Egon Janssen. Rivers. Loses it. Lugthart. Sune Anderson to Carlson. Wodenthal does well to intercept. And here's Liltholm. Liltholm now. Liltholm to cross it. The header! Ended up being soft and right into the hands of Piet Krak. As Sweden look like they're going to fire blanks for the first half. And they're going to have to figure out how they're going to get a goal. They've done everything but score. The Swedes! Hasse Jepsen couldn't get the ball down. Is this the last chance for the first half? Carlson. Well done by Odenthal. And Netherlands have the lead. 1-0 at halftime. Chances galore for the Swedes. But it was Bram Appel, who touched in Faas Wilkes. And he cushioned the ball over Svensson. And it's 1-0 to the Dutch. At halftime. Great goal by Faas Wilkes. And there you can see Sweden with 13 chances to Netherlands 3. They had 55% possession. Somehow, Bram Appel, Reem Star, played a nice touch through to Faas Wilkes, who cushioned his shot over Kalle Svensson. And we go to the second half. Can Sweden save their World Cup campaign, or are they going to go home early? It won't be for the first time. Hasse Jepsen played in. Jepsen around the goalkeeper! But he finally found the net. He was felled in the process. But that didn't take long. absolutely wiped out by the defender after he skipped by the goalkeeper Crack. And it's 1-1. And the investment in Hasse Jensen has turned out to be the right decision. He was absolutely played in. He controlled the ball on the bounce with the head. Crack met him at the penalty area. He didn't fool him in any sense. He knew where he was going. Crack just dived in, couldn't get his hand on the ball. You would think he was worried about giving up the penalty. Even though there was contact, Jepsen kept going, got his way around the goalkeeper. Does he hold him down? I think the referees here are saying the contact was mutual. There was no unfavorable contact. They both initiated contact, and Jepsen was able to run on and put it. Desperate defending by the Dutch defender, really. He almost got there, but Jepsen touched it home. In just 1 minute into the second half, the Swedes have the lead. Janssen immediately down the field. And so the Dutch drain restarts. It's 1-1 here in Hillsborough. Egon Janssen down the right. Janssen crossing! And that's Henry Carlson of Atletico Madrid. Scoring at another World Cup. He's now scored at 2. On the volley. And the Dutch have thrown it all away. Egon Janssen on the assist. And Henry Carlson volleying it home past Crack. And all it took was 2 minutes. And the Swedes have the lead. Wilkes shot charged down. Appel. Off the post! From Appel! How did that hit the post? From a tight angle, he hit it. No, it was saved by Svensson. You wonder if Svensson could have just put it wide. Oh! Faas Wilkes! Good volley attempt there, but it was not like Henry Carlson. And here they come, Gunnar Grant, but he's charged down by Pierre Kram. Henry Carlson slipped in. Carlson! Given away! What a save! Pierre Crack keeping the Dutch in the game with a wonder save. Sune Anderson on the corner. And it's up the field they go. Skoglund. Skoglund on the cross. Nordahl. Egon Janssen. Sune Anderson. Sune Anderson crossing. Flicked in, but out for a corner. And Benderton comes in. There's Faas Wilkes stretching the field, winning the throw. The Dutch aren't out of it yet. Jesbroek out for Van Rossel. The Dutch are in the attacking third here on the cross. Odenthal. Ball up in the air. Rivers, Van Rossel. Could not beat his man, and Egon Janssen down the field he goes. Can he set up another? No. And the tune to Rivers. Here, Krom wins the throw. Nick Claven comes in for Lugenthart. Dutch making changes, trying to stay in this. They're in it. It's 2-1, but they have thrown away their lead. King Rivers! He went to play Faas Wilkes in, but it got away from him. Oh, that was an interesting decision. Abe Lenstra. Faas Wilkes! Oh, he was offside. Here they come again. Faas Wilkes! Oh, he's offside again. Another brilliant step by the Swedish defense. Gren. No foul. Faas Wilkes to Abe Lenstra. Lenstra shouldered off the ball. Egon Janssen, he's really been important in this half. Egon Janssen cuts. Nordahl, but it's a terrible cross. It's clear. Sweden looked for a third, but Henry Carlson was offside. Is there a chance in for the Dutch? Rivers, Klaven, on Rosel. He loses it. Egon Janssen down the right. He's been a great safety valve there. Headed away. Samuelson, Nielsen, Gunnar Grant. There's Samuelson. Henry Carlson slipped in! And Piet Crack clears up the danger. There's still 23 minutes remaining. There's still time for the Dutch. They just need a goal to get back to level terms. Is it in them? Rivers. Klaven. Klaven wanted to play in Abe Lenstra. But a defensive interception with the head leads to a Swedish counter. Egon Janssen. Clear. Rivers. Odenthal. Plus Wilkes. The Dutch doing well as the Swedes look to press. Oh, they're trying to press. Tabak to Odenthal. There's Vendertin. Rivers. Van Rossel. Krom. Van Rossel crossing. Headed away by Sweden. Oh, that's a bad tackle. Oh, no card given. What? An absolute horror tackle on Niels Lieltholm. Goose Drager is in. The Ajax man. Egon Janssen is offside. Just. Well, Lieltholm's coming back on. That looked like a nasty challenge. Rivers. Klavan. Odenthal. Long ball. Klavan. Klavan. He's sticking with it. They're doing well, the Dutch, but they can't fashion a chance. They need chances. Faas Wilkes. Upended by Niels Lieltholm. Klavan. And here they come. Klavan. Drager! Goose Drager was offside. Caught again. Yo Mamas is in. The Dutch. Desperate. They cannot beat the offside trap right now. They've been caught 3 times by the Swedes. And here they come, Sweden. Can they kill it all? Egon Janssen crossing. Chance for Sweden! Off the bar! Gunnar Grant was offside. What a brilliant opportunity. Here come the Dutch, though. Give it away. Skoglund! Leonard Skoglund! Well, a fan gets a souvenir. Arrowed wide left, but I think Piet Crack had it covered. 10.5 minutes remain. Skoglund. Chance for Sweden, what a save! Well done by Piet Crack to keep the Dutch in it. Denying Henry Carlson. Goose Drager. Faas Wilkes. You can't beat Samuelson. The ball's cleared. Good tackle, but given away. Klaven does well. The Dutch need chances. They are trying desperately. They had their grasp on the scoreline, but they gave it away in just 2 minutes in the second half. And they haven't been able to go close since. Will Sweden hold on? It would be their 5th ever quarterfinal. Skoglund out for Silve Bengtsson. 4 minutes remain for the Dutch. Henry Carlson does very well. Down the left he goes. Oh, he's going to shield it. Brilliant from Carlson. Then goes to Sandberg. Comes in now for Sune Anderson. Samuelson crossing the header. It's flicked wide. It's a foul. The Dutch have got to get the ball up the field. Instead, it's Stilling and Dowling around in the Dutch box. They're going to have to dump it. Rivers, Vendertin. Oh, it's just going wrong for the Dutch. They cannot get a hold of the ball, but they have a chance here. And again, they just can't win it. Abe Lenstra! Brilliant interception. Chance again. The Swedish defense holds up. Gunnar Grant to the corner. Can Sweden get the ball down the field? This is it. Offside goose dragger. And that might do it. Yes! The Dutch come up 1 goal short again against the Swedes. And the likes of Kees Reimers, Faas Wilkes, and Lenstra are going home early. In the juggernaut that is Swedish football, have reached their 5th quarterfinal in 7 World Cups. In the 2 goals that did it, Hasse Jepsen around the goalkeeper and into the empty net. And then Egon Janssen supplying the cross for Henry Karlsson to volley home. 26 chances for the Swedes, only 6 for the Dutch, 52% possession. And Sweden deserve their victory. And the Swedes move on, where the storyline now becomes, where we'll show you in the table, Sweden are in, and they will face either underdogs Mexico, or perhaps more likely, the talented Scandinavian neighbors Denmark. Could we have an all-Scandinavian quarterfinal? That would be brilliant. But on that note, next time we will bring you the 8th and final round of 16 match, Denmark versus Mexico. For now, it's Sweden 2, Netherlands 1. Henry Karlsson of Atletico Madrid sends Sweden through. And we may have a blockbuster quarterfinal on our hands. Sweden versus Denmark. We'll bring you Denmark-Mexico next time. Until then, take care.